Part 2. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the God-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 11. The upgraded treasure chest is great. Lu Jin took out the elixir of immediate sainthood he had just obtained from his backpack. I didn't expect that such a thing could be found in the God-given treasure chest. In Hunyuan continent, whether they are counselors or generals, their realms are uniformly divided into grades 1 to 9. The 9th grade is the weakest and the 1st grade is the strongest. And above the 1st level, there is the super 1st level, and above the super 1st level there are saints, immortals, and gods. A military commander in the saint realm can move mountains and reclaim seas, and can destroy a huge dynasty in a matter of seconds. Advisors in the saint realm can call upon the wind and rain, deduce the past and future, and win decisively from thousands of miles away. This is the strength of a strong person in the saint realm. It is also the lifelong pursuit of all generals and counselors. But now, as long as Lu Jin takes the holy elixir in his hand, he can be promoted to the saint realm immediately. Swallow the Holy Land elixir pill in one gulp, and the pill will melt in your mouth. A warm current flowed into Lu Jin's internal organs. At this moment, Lu Jin felt as if he was on top of the clouds. But he didn't notice that the aura emanating from his body became more and more terrifying. Yao Daji and Mo Buledin, who were stationed in front of the corpse of the 10,000-year dragon, were the first to notice the changes in their territory. The beast-like aura of Marv Buledin, suppressed by the saint's aura, was like a pinned tiger, unable to move. Yao Daji covered her chest and felt as if there was a big mountain on her body. This is the breath of a saint. There has been no saint born for hundreds of years. Who is it that has become a saint? This aura is coming from the direction of the territory, and there is only one candidate for sainthood. Malabuledin was extremely shocked. Obviously the last time he saw his lord, he was just an ordinary person who couldn't even be considered a 9th grade person. Now he has been directly promoted to the realm of saint. This is too magical. Yao Daji seemed to have expected it. Her face was pale and she was resisting the pressure from all directions. For a time, the aura of the saint realm expanded to the entire Sheneng Valley. After the beast in Sheneng Valley sensed the aura of the saint realm, its internal organs exploded. Ordinary monsters were lying on the ground. Although their bodies were not as fragile as wild beasts. But facing the aura of the saint realm, just lying here can make them feel suffocated. The entire Sheneng Valley was completely silent. Thousands of years ago, the dragon fell, and later a saint was born. The emergence of these two changes undoubtedly caused an unprecedented reshuffle of the ecological environment of Sheneng Valley. The aura of the saint realm continued to spreading to the entire Jizhu. In the Jizhu government office, the current Jizhu governor Wang Fen suddenly woke up from his sleep. This breath is the breath of a saint. Has a saint been born? Wang Fen noticed this aura and couldn't help but feel horrified in her heart. You know, no saint has been born in the Shenhan dynasty for hundreds of years. Nowadays, someone can actually exude such terrifying pressure. Only a strong man in the saint realm can do it. Who is it? A series of figures flashed through Wang Fen's mind. But in his mind, there really is no 1st grade warrior who meets the requirements of a saint. You know, if you want to break through and step into the realm of a saint, you must be a super 1st grade warrior. The only warrior above the 1st rank in the court today is the current Han Ling Emperor. Could it be Emperor Ling of the Han dynasty? But then, Wang Fen shook his head. The current Han Ling Emperor had reached the end of his life. Based on his current conditions, if he hadn't had the support of a super 1st level realm, he would have already gone to the west. Wang Fen's heart was pounding. No matter who broke through and stepped into the saint realm, it was estimated that the entire Shenhan dynasty would change. The giant deer on the other side opened its horns and sensed the aura of the saint. His face suddenly turned extremely pale. How can it be? A saint is born. Zhang Jiao pinched his fingers and began to deduce the future, but as time passed, Zhang Jiao's face became paler. Finally, Zhang Jiao sighed and called his younger brother Zhang Bao. Zhang Bao heard Zhang Ju calling him and ran over in a hurry. "Brother, do you have anything to do with me?" When Zhang Bao saw Zhang Jiao's pale as paper appearance, he couldn't help but feel horrified. "What happened? Ever since my eldest brother received the immortal inheritance, I have never seen him lose his temper like this." At this time, Zhang Jiao opened his mouth and looked at Zhang Bao. "Do you still remember what I said when I founded Taiping Taoism? Remember, when my brother first obtained the immortal inheritance, he once said that our move would have a 6 out of 10 chance of success. That's right. Zhang Jiao obtained the essential technique of typing and successfully entered the first level realm in just a few years. And when he entered the first level realm, he once deduced the future. If there was an uprising, their chance of winning was 60%. A 60% chance of winning is considered an excellent result for Zhang Jiao. But just now, after Zhang Jiao's deduction, he made a shocking discovery. The original 60% chance of winning has suddenly dropped to 10%. He even saw his own death in the future. How could this be? Could it be that the saint is in the court? Zhang Jiao was heartbroken. How could all his years of planning be ruined by this person? At this moment, Zhang Jiao had a sad look on his face. As the inheritor of the typing art, he knew better than anyone else how terrifying a saint really was. If it is a first-level powerhouse or a super first-level powerhouse, Zhang Jiao can compete with it. But now, he has to face a saint. Just the word saint appeared in his mind, giving Zhang Jiao a terrifying and suffocating sense of oppression. Zhang Jiao took a deep breath and looked at Zhang Bao in front of him with a solemn expression. "Brother, now I want to tell you some extremely important things." In Qianlong village, Lu Jin took a deep breath and put away his saintly pressure. Almost instantly, the overwhelming aura of the saint disappeared. At this moment, Lu Jin was standing there, looking like an ordinary person. And this is one of the characteristics of a saint, returning to nature. Only those who have surpassed the first level realm can realize that Lu Jin is different. Ding, because your realm has improved, Yao Daji's loyalty has increased to 100, die loyal. Ding, because your realm has improved, Marv Buletin's loyalty has increased to 100, die loyal. The two men returned to the territory. They came back just to make sure of one thing. That is whether Lu Jin has entered the realm of a saint. However, when Yao Daji and Mo Buletin saw Lu Jin, they seemed to see a giant like a god, looking down at them condescendingly. As strong men above the first level, they are invincible in the world. Now, they felt that they were as small as ants in front of Lu Jin. "Congratulations, Lord, for successfully entering the saint realm." "Congratulations, Lord, for successfully entering the saint realm." "Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the god-level arms." Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 12. Get up. After hearing these words, Yao Daji and Mo Buletin slowly stood up. Now Yao Daji and Mo Buletin are no longer as rebellious as before. The Lu Jin in front of them was a true saint. If he wanted to, he could slap both of them to death at any time. Faced with such an existence, Yao Daji and Mo Buletin did not dare to continue to act recklessly. "My lord, now that the 10,000-year-old dragon has been eliminated, the monsters in Sheneng Valley have increased in strength at different levels due to the blood of the dragon. Do you want my subordinates to arrange for manpower to eliminate them?" Clearance. Facing Yao Daji's suggestion, Lu Jin shook his head. If it were him before, he might agree to this request. But it's different now, because he got the blueprint of the demon riding camp. Lu Jin threw the blueprint of the demon cavalry camp to Yao Daji. After seeing the blueprint of the demon cavalry camp, Yao Daji immediately understood why Lu Jin did not intend to eliminate these monsters. Because the demon riding camp is a building that can tame monsters for your own use. In other words, as long as the demon riding camp is established, those demon beasts that were originally a scourge will become their vitality. My subordinate understands. Yaldaji took the blueprints and prepared to recruit people to build the demon riding camp. But at this moment, several figures appeared in the forest. These figures were the barbarian warriors sent out by Lu Jin before, but they were all more or less injured to varying degrees. Lord, we are back. However, we found no iron ore. Please, my lord, punish us. Seeing the injuries on the barbarian warriors, Lu Jin did not blame them. Because Lu Jin also knew very well that the death of the 10,000-year dragon directly more than doubled the danger level of Sheneng Valley. In Sheneng Valley now, monsters are everywhere, and spiritual beasts are springing up like mushrooms after a rain. It is not easy for these barbarian warriors to come back. It doesn't matter, I have another way. There are no iron ore resources in Sheneng Valley, but it does not mean that there are no iron ore resources in other territories. Lu Jin opened the regional chat channel again and shouted directly. Lu Jin, acquire a large amount of iron ore. The next second, another lord appeared. Wang Lang, purchase a large amount of iron ore at an easy price. Lu Menghan, acquiring a large amount of iron ore, 1 unit of iron ore can be exchanged for 1 unit of beast meat. Huang Shailai, purchasing a large amount of iron ore will give you food in hand, and you will be given the advantage if the quantity is large. Obviously, these lords are all lords who have just upgraded their villages. Now they, like Lu Jin, are facing a problem. That's iron ore. Even if there is a lord, there will be iron ore near the territory, and mining will take a lot of time. Therefore, whoever can obtain the iron ore from the lords as soon as possible can upgrade the village as soon as possible. Lu Jin looked at the chat records, and one lord after another appeared, but said nothing. At this point, it's time to see whose trading items are more precious. In the trading market, one of the lords directly hung up the beast meat he obtained. In this early period of food shortage, meat is obviously the most cost-effective food. Not only does it provide enough energy, the taste isn't too bad either. At this moment, another lord also put the beast meat on the shelves. He, who doesn't have wild beast meat? You know, most of these lords who have gold coins have purchased the novice gift pack. The novice gift pack will include 100 militiamen. Although these militiamen were not even at the 9th level, they could easily hunt down wild beasts when gathered together. Huang Shailai, damn it, I sold 1 unit of beast meat for 1 unit of iron ore, and you just sold 5 units of beast meat for 1 unit of iron ore. How shameless are you doing? Wei Lu, normal transaction, what is your name? Wang Zixiao, haha, I don't have the ability to get so much beast meat, so why don't we allow us to sell so much? Huang Shailai, you are destroying the market, are you so involved? I will directly exchange 10 units of beast meat for 1 unit of iron ore. I can't upgrade the village, and you can't even think about it. Looking at the soaring iron ore prices in the market, Wang Lang, who was preparing to put his beast meat on the market, turned pale. What a bunch of idiots. What good will it do them to turn the market into a pot of porridge? Many lords felt even more happy when they saw those lords cutting their prices crazily. Two dogs fight, play off. And they, ordinary lords, began to buy these cheap beast meat. With these beast meat, they can recruit refugees. Over time, the territory will develop successfully. But at this moment, a product suddenly appeared on the trading platform. Name 9th grade monster meat. Quality white ordinary. Effect long-term use can improve your level of cultivation. Price 10 units of iron ore/unit. Improve your realm and cultivation? This short sentence directly made many lords excited. Because after some popular science among the beta lords, they know that in this world, strength is the last word. But due to the lack of cultivation methods, they can only run their own territory down to earth. Now, the appearance of monster meat has directly given them a glimmer of hope. Purchase. Once you have achieved cultivation, are you still afraid that you won't be able to easily hunt those wild beasts? Ding! Congratulations to Lord Shan Yuanqing for successfully using 10 units of iron ore and purchasing 1 unit of 9th grade monster meat. Ding! Congratulations to Lord Ma Ying for successfully using 100 units of iron ore to purchase 1 unit of 8th grade monster meat. Ding! Congratulations to Lord Zhao Hao for successfully using 50 units of iron ore and purchasing 5 units of 9th grade monster meat. Seeing the iron ore in his backpack increasing, Lu Jin looked calm, as if he had expected this result. Compete. What do they use to compete with themselves? From the beginning, the products he sells are not on the same level as other lords. Lu Jin saw that the number of iron ore reached 1,000 units, and the corners of his mouth raised slightly. Ding! Do you want to consume 2,000 units of wood, 2,000 units of stone, and 1,000 units of iron ore to upgrade the territory to a third-level village? Yes. Ding! Do you want to spend 2,500 gold coins to speed up the village upgrade? Yes. Ding! Congratulations to Qianlong village for becoming the first territory to be upgraded to a third-level village. Here is a reward, the only special building astrology station and a golden legendary treasure chest. The system beeps 3 times. The lords who were competing for the iron ore market in the Longxia regional channel were stunned when they heard the system announcement. What's the situation? They are still fighting over a bit of iron ore. This Qianlong village has actually been upgraded again? On the first day, the territory was upgraded to 2 levels in a row. Even during the internal beta, no one upgraded so fast. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the God-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 13. Very good. Seeing the system notification, Lu Jin showed a satisfied smile. Unexpectedly, after upgrading the territory this time, a complete building was directly rewarded. A white light was seen rising from the territory. When the white light dissipated, a huge platform filled with mysterious light appeared on one side of the territory. Lu Jin walked into the huge platform, and as soon as he got closer, he saw the attribute panel of the astrological platform appeared in front of him. Name Astrology Station. Level First Class Special Building. Effect 1. Clear observation, you can view everything that happens within 100 miles of the territory. Effect 2. Intrusion alert, when a hostile creature enters the territory within 100 miles, it will be displayed on the astrological platform. Effect 3. Unlocked after upgrading to a second-level special building. Materials required for the next upgrade, 10,000 units of wood, 10,000 units of stone, 5,000 units of iron ore, 5,000 units of jade, 5,000 units of monster meat. After reading the properties of the astrological platform, Lu Jin couldn't help but his eyes lit up. Can you actually view everything within 100 miles? Lu Jin stepped forward and stood on the astrological platform. In the center of the astrological platform, a huge bronze mirror hangs in the center. When Lu Jin approached the bronze mirror, the scene reflected by the bronze mirror changed. The originally blurry bronze mirror is now clearly visible. The picture displayed in the bronze mirror is exactly the situation around the territory. Lu Jin saw that the trees soaked in dragon's blood were growing crazily, and the beasts that had been killed by the saint's pressure were being devoured by monsters. Many barbarian warriors surrounded the 10,000 years dragon and divided the 10,000 years dragon into their territories. Is this what the astrological platform is for? Lu Jin touched his chin, feeling extremely happy. Very good. With this astrological platform, he is equivalent to having a clairvoyant, and he can check the situation of the territory at will. At this moment, the bronze mirror changed again. There were gleams of light surrounding Lu Jin, and countless fluorescent spots rose on the astrological platform. When the fluorescent lights gradually combined and turned into different shapes suspended in the air, Lu Jin finally saw the second or so part of the astrological platform. Holographic map. The terrain surrounding the entire territory with a radius of hundreds of miles was all displayed in front of Lu Jin in the form of holographic projection. The most important thing is that all resource points within 100 miles radius are marked. Lu Jin set his sights on an iron mine. When he pulled the iron ore in, the surrounding fluorescence changed again. At this time, he not only saw the location of the iron mine, he could even see clearly the several monster beasts entrenched around the iron mine. After confirming the location of the iron mine, Lu Jin immediately summoned Molu Bulletin. Nowadays, there are many dangers in Sheneng Valley. Allowing barbarian warriors to explore will inevitably cause casualties. Therefore, Lu Jin directly sent Molu Bulletin to first remove all hidden dangers of monsters and beasts around the iron mines, and then sent barbarian warriors to mine the iron mines. The last general takes command. After receiving the order, Molubu did not hesitate at all. In a flash, Molubuletin disappeared from the spot. After a few breaths, when Lu Jin looked at the map again, Molubuletin's figure had already appeared near the iron mine. This astrological platform is really useful. Lu Jin touched his chin and nodded with satisfaction. It's a pity that I didn't find the location of the jade mine through the astrological platform. It may also be that the scope of your territory is still too small. This astrological platform can only view scenes within 100 miles radius of the territory. If you want to increase the exploration area of the astrological station, you can only expand your territory. Later, Lu Jin took out the golden legendary building treasure box he had obtained. Name building treasure chest. Quality golden legend. Effect: after opening it, you will get a random legendary building blueprint. Legendary building blueprint? Lu Jin touched his chin. He didn't need a building now. I still have an epic architectural blueprint precision bunker in my hand that I haven't built yet. At the same time, the Demon Cavalry Battalion had just gathered the materials. If there is another legendary building blueprint, my own materials and manpower will be stretched thin. What Lu Jin needs now is population. Once the Demon Cavalry camp is completed, it will also need population to produce troops. The available manpower in his hands now is only 100 barbarian warriors. The barbarian warriors not only have to collect supplies and explore the surrounding environment of the territory, but now they also have to act as construction workers, and the manpower is already somewhat insufficient. Ding, it's detected that the Lord wants to change the treasure chest type. Should he spend 100,000 gold coins to upgrade the golden legendary building treasure chest to the golden legendary territory treasure chest? Can this golden legendary territory treasure box solve my current territory population problem? Ding, the golden legendary territory treasure chest must contain a refugee summoning card, which can perfectly solve your current population problem. Then upgrade. Ding, congratulations on successfully upgrading the golden legendary building treasure chest to the golden legendary territory treasure chest. Ding, do you want to open the golden legendary territory treasure chest? Open. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary building blueprint Immortal Warehouse. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary refugee summoning card. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the super resource gift pack. Very good. Lu Jin directly took out the refugee summoning card. Name refugee summoning card. Quality golden legend. Effect: after use, a group of thousands of refugees will be obtained, among which legendary talents will appear. A refugee team of thousands of people? There must be legendary talents appearing? This refugee summoning card is really good. If you can give yourself 1,000 refugees, although it will not be enough to completely solve the population problem in the territory, it will definitely be enough to solve the current urgent needs. Use. Ding, the refugee team will come to your territory after a while. Lu Jin rubbed his hands, filled with anticipation. At this moment, Yao Daji came to Lu Jin. Report to my lord, the Demon Rider camp is already under construction. Under construction? I have to say that Yao Daji is indeed very efficient. Lu Jin came to the area where the Demon Cavalry camp was being built. Some barbarian warriors were processing raw materials into building materials. Ding, do you want to spend 5,000 gold coins to immediately complete the construction of the Demon Rider camp? Yes. The moment Lu Jin chose yes, the surrounding materials seemed to be pulled together and all came together. White light enveloped the whole building. When the white light dissipated, a brand new building appeared in front of everyone. This means the Demon Cavalry camp, the place where Demon Cavalry is trained. Lu Jin took a step forward and opened the attribute panel of the Demon Cavalry camp. Take a look and see what materials are needed to train the Demon Cavalry. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the God-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 14. With a wave of his hand, the attributes of the Demon Cavalry camp were clearly displayed in front of Lu Jin. Name Demon Cavalry camp. Level First Level Military Building. Trainable Arms. Demon Cavalry, requires, 1,000 units of iron ore, 1,000 units of meat, 1 level 8 Demon Beast, 1 population. Trainable Arms. Unlocked after upgrading. The next upgrade requires, 10,000 units of iron ore, 5,000 units of jade, and 5,000 units of refined iron. Requires iron ore and meat. I have a lot of meat in reserve, so there is no need to worry at all. As for the issue of iron ore, as long as the refugees arrive in the territory, they can free up their manpower to mine iron ore. As for the 8th grade monster, if it were any other place, I'm afraid this would be the biggest difficulty. But Lu Jin doesn't need to worry at all, because Sheneng Valley is now full of monsters and almost overrun. The emergence of the Demon Cavalry camp gave Lu Jin a way to digest these monster beasts. The rampant monsters have now become the largest suppliers of the monster riding camp. Lu Jin summoned a barbarian warrior to train a demon cavalry to see what kind of strength the demon cavalry had. Fortunately, I just have the materials here to train a demon cavalry. Sir, you called me. The barbarian warrior didn't know yet that his fate was about to change. Do you crave power? Craving power? The barbarian warriors nodded quickly. In this world where the weak eat the strong, who doesn't want to be the strong? Lu Jin nodded and pointed in the direction of the demon cavalry camp. Go in, and when you come out, you'll be different. After hearing these words, the barbarian warriors walked directly into the demon riding camp without any hesitation. At this time, Yao Daji came over leading a tiger demon with 8th grade strength. Put it in. When the barbarian warriors and monsters entered the demon cavalry camp at the same time, Lu Jin saw a line of text appear on the attribute panel of the demon cavalry camp. Training in progress, remaining time, 11 hours and 59 minutes. Because of the title, my time was directly reduced by half. But even so, it actually takes 12 hours to train a demon cavalry. A maximum of 2 demon cavalry can be produced in a day. Sure enough, without gold coins to speed up the training of troops, it would be impossible to raise an army in a short time. Ding, do you want to spend 1,200 gold coins to complete the training immediately? Yes. The next second, Yao Daji's face changed slightly, and there was a trace of disbelief in her eyes. How can it be? Along with a deep tiger roar came from the demon riding camp. A tiger monster wearing heavy black armor and a fierce gleam in its eyes walked out of the monster riding camp. But in this black armored tiger monster, the original barbarian warrior has disappeared. Instead, there was a black armored cavalry wearing heavy black armor and holding a long axe. Feeling the coercion exuded by the black armored cavalry, Lu Jin's eyes flashed with surprise. First grade. Lu Jin was a little surprised because he felt the aura of this demon cavalryman. A genuine first-class expert. Name Man 36. Army Demon Cavalry. Realm First Grade. Loyalty 100, Die Loyal. The Demon Cavalry is actually at the first level? You know, the reason why arms are arms is because they mainly fight in groups. If the strength of a single unit is level 3, 1,000 people can defeat a level 2 general, 10,000 people can kill a level 2 general, and 1,000,000 people can defeat a strong person of level 1. But now, the Demon Cavalry's single cultivation level is first level. No wonder Yao Daji felt panicked after realizing the level of the Demon Cavalry. If an army of 10,000 people were gathered, all of them would be first-class masters. Even if they are strong men in the first-level realm, they cannot avoid the fate of defeat. Man 33 fell down from his mount. With a plop, Man 33 knelt down in front of Lu Jin. Thank you, Lord, for giving me this opportunity. First grade. How many military generals may not be able to reach the first-level realm in their entire lives? He is just a small soldier, but he can actually reach the first-level realm in his lifetime. He can't even dream of such a thing. But Lu Jin gave him this chance to make his dream come true. At this moment, Man 33 was in awe of Lu Jin. He also understood one thing. With Lu Jin, it was only a matter of time before he became rich. Lu Jin waved his hand to signal him to get up. Since you now have the strength of the first-level realm, I will give you a task. Is this a mission? Man 33 was ecstatic. Please rest assured, my lord, as long as it is a task entrusted by my lord, I will definitely complete it even if I die. A group of refugees is about to arrive in our Sheneng Valley, but monsters and beasts are rampant in the Sheneng Valley. I'm afraid these refugees won't be able to resist. You are responsible for escorting these refugees back. I'll take your orders. The first mission after becoming a demon cavalry must not disappoint the Lord. Man 33 immediately mounted the tiger demon. Roar. The tiger demon let out a low roar, and in the next second he exerted all his strength on his limbs, leaping directly 100 meters away. Such a moving speed is indeed worthy of the strength of a first-class soldier. At this time, Yao Daji looked at Lu Jin with even more admiration. In just a few minutes, a fifth-level expert was promoted to first-level power. If this kind of method is used in the entire Hunyuan continent, I am afraid that only the adults in front of me can achieve it. Daji, here is a construction blueprint. You can have someone build it? With that said, Lu Jin handed the drawings of the immortal warehouse to Yao Daji. Yao Daji took over the blueprint of the immortal warehouse, turned around and arranged for manpower to build the warehouse. The function of the immortal warehouse is very simple, that is, you can put some food into it. These foods will stop decaying in the immortal storehouse. That is, a warehouse that stays fresh forever. For Lu Jin, this warehouse helped him solve the problem of preserving the meat of these monster beasts. The 10,000 years flood dragon alone has contributed tens of thousands of units of meat to itself. Of course, Lu Jin would definitely keep the meat of a first-grade spiritual beast for himself. Lu Jin opened the trading platform and saw that the monster meat he had listed for sale had been sold out, so he listed some more monster meat. Before the arrival of the refugee team, the main way to obtain iron ore was through acquisition through trading platforms. However, the rate of decline of monster meat at this time has dropped a lot compared to before. It seems that almost all the iron ore in everyone's hands has been purchased by themselves. Just when Lu Jin was about to close the trading platform, he suddenly saw his private messages. A person sent him several private messages. Wang Lang, brother, if you have almost harvested the iron ore, stop it and leave some way for the brothers to survive. Wang Lang, you have upgraded the third level village, can't you give us some iron ore? Wang Lang, brother, my name during the closed beta is Kong Lang, give me some face so that we won't be so embarrassed when we meet in the future. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the god level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 15. Wang Lang. Seeing this name, Lu Jin showed a smile on his face. But this smile was laced with contempt. Face. How much is Wang Lang's face worth? At this time, Wang Lang actually sent another private message. Wang Lang, brother, if you buy iron ore like this, the other brothers won't even be able to drink the soup. Stop it, don't make it unpleasant for everyone. Unpleasant? In this world where the jungle prevails, Lu Jin, who has tens of billions of gold coins, will be meaningless if he depends on the development of other characters. Lu Jin, are you worthy? Just 4 words fell into Wang Lang's eyes, and Wang Lang suddenly turned pale. Unexpectedly, Lu Jin on the opposite side would actually reply to him like this. Wang Lang closed the chat panel with a sullen face. Wang Lang took note of this grudge. When the time is right, Wang Lang will personally put down this reckless Lu Jin. After Lu Jin closed the chat panel, he didn't take Wang Lang seriously at all. After he finished selling the monster meat, he went straight to the astrological platform. The bronze mirror changed, and the figure of the demon cavalry appeared in the blink of an eye. Man 33 rode the tiger demon and quickly arrived at the entrance of Sheneng Valley. 2 huge mountains surround Sheneng Valley. And between the 2 mountains, there happens to be a road that can lead to and from Sheneng Valley. Except for this road, none of the other roads can be easily crossed by a first-level master. Therefore, Man 33 stood here decisively, waiting for the refugee team to enter Sheneng Valley. I don't know how long it took, but the sun sank below the horizon and it was already dusk. Man 33 frowned slightly, it was already dusk. If it's any later, it will be evening. Traveling in the Sheneng Valley at night is obviously more dangerous than during the day. Is something going to happen? Just as Man 33 was waiting a little anxiously, several figures finally appeared in the dusk in the distance. Seeing the figure appear, Man 33 quickly pulled the reins. The tiger demon immediately understood and ran to those figures. Soon, Man 33 arrived in front of those figures, pulled the reins and stopped the tiger demon's footsteps. Everyone, I am the demon cavalry under Lord Lu. Are you here to join Lord Lu? Looking at the refugees in front of him, Man 33 noticed something was wrong. Why are there only a few old people and children? Man 33 secretly screamed that something was wrong, and quickly asked one of the old men. Uncle, shouldn't you have a team? Why are there only a few of you? Is Master Lu sent you here? That's great, great. As he spoke, the old man burst into tears. Seeing this, Man 33 was 100% sure that there must be something wrong with the refugee team. He quickly asked many old people. And Man 33 soon found out what happened to this refugee team. Originally, there were thousands of people in this refugee team, and they were all from the same village. Just when they were about to arrive at Sheneng Valley, they suddenly encountered a group of cavalry wearing yellow scarves. The leader of the yellow turban is a 3rd-grade warrior. They called themselves the Guardians of Taiping Taoism. When they learned that they had no place to live yet, they insisted on taking them to the village where Taiping Taoism was located. Originally they wanted to refuse, but the yellow turban leader did not give them the option to refuse at all. In this way, the original team of 1,000 people was directly kidnapped. In the end, only a few of them were left. Fortunately, the thieves wearing yellow scarves did not take them seriously. Otherwise, it is estimated that even a few of them would have difficulty escaping from the clutches of the devil. Hateful. Man 33 couldn't help but tighten the reins in his hands. A thief wearing a yellow scarf? How dare you rob the people of Sheneng Valley? I finally went on a mission, and something like this happened. Those thieves should not have gone far yet. You guys wait for me where you are, I'll bring the others back. What? He alone? One of the old men was about to speak. But the next second, man 33 pulled the reins directly, and the tiger demon jumped up with all its strength. When they landed again, they were already 100 meters away. The old man's eyes widened. The opponent is a team composed of thousands of cavalry. If he goes there alone, wouldn't he be facing death? But even if he wanted to say this, man 33 had already disappeared from their sight. On the plain at this moment, thousands of cavalry wearing yellow scarves were wrapping up a group of people. The cavalry was led by a high-spirited man in armor, looking at the thousands of people around him who were guarded by the cavalry. There is no need to worry. I am Zhang Liang of Taiping Taoism. If you join Taiping Taoism, you will not be mistreated. We will also allocate houses and distribute food rations. Of course, the young and middle-aged among you can join our Yellow Turban Army. When we rise up and overthrow the imperial court, you can receive generous rewards for your military exploits. Zhang Liang rode his horse and kept persuading people around him. There was no trace of joy on the faces of the people trapped in the middle. Just as Zhang Liang was about to continue lobbying these people to join Taiping Taoism, the cavalry wandering around suddenly came to Zhang Liang. Report to the general, someone is approaching our side. Anyone? Zhang Liang was horrified. Could it be the imperial army? Suddenly, a figure appeared in the distance. In a few breaths, that figure became extremely clear. One person? Upon seeing this, Zhang Liang directly summoned several cavalrymen. You 5, go and see what's going on behind the scenes. Yes. The 5 cavalrymen immediately broke away from the team and ran towards man 33's position. Naturally, man 33 saw 5 cavalry approaching him. Cavalry wearing a yellow turban. Sure enough, it was them. For a moment, man 33 was filled with anger because he dared to rob our Sheneng Valley people. Tired of living? Superior? Man 33 shouted lowly. The remaining tiger demons immediately understood. Boom! With a muffled sound, the tiger demon immediately flew towards one of the cavalry. Before the yellow scarf cavalry could react, the tiger demon slapped them to the ground. Puff! The yellow turban cavalry spurted out a mouthful of blood and rolled hundreds of meters on the ground. Man 33 picked up the long axe in his hand and swung the axe down. Cut! In an instant, the sword suddenly appeared. Another cavalryman and his horse were split in half. Blood splashed on the grass. The originally green grass was now dyed red with blood, revealing a sense of murder. The remaining 3 yellow turban cavalry stared wide-eyed at the 2 lifeless companions on the ground, their faces pale. They realized at this moment that the black armored cavalry in front of them was definitely not something they could contend with. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the God-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 16. General. Help. Before he finished speaking, a cold light suddenly appeared. 3 bloody heads fell to the ground, and Zhang Liang was frightened when he saw them in the distance. Although the 5 yellow turban cavalry he sent out were not as strong as the yellow turban warriors under his brother. But everyone is at least a master at the 8th level. An 8th level warrior, even if placed in the imperial army, is at least a centurion level existence. Now 5 elite 8th grade yellow turban cavalry were killed by the black armored cavalry in just 1 round. Zhang Liang immediately felt a sense of vigilance in his heart. But before he could react, man 33 twitched the reins. The tiger demon under him immediately understood, and his body lay slightly on the ground, and his figure began to expand rapidly. Roar! The next second, the tiger demon opened its bloody mouth. The loud and fierce roar of the tiger swept across the entire plain. For a moment, all the horses seemed to hear the most terrifying sound and started to stir wildly. Zhang Liang's eyes widened and he tried his best to steady the horse under him. But other yellow turban cavalry were not so lucky. Some yellow turban cavalrymen were immediately thrown to the ground by their horses and lay on the ground wailing. At this moment, the tiger demon jumped up and flew directly towards Zhang Liang. Zhang Liang pulled the reins, and the horse quickly retreated a few steps. The next second, Zhang Liang raised the spear in his hand and swept over. When, with the sound of metal collision, the spear in Zhang Liang's hand flew out immediately. Hiss! Zhang Liang took a breath of cold air, and a heartbreaking pain came from his right hand. Turning around, he saw that the 5 fingers of his right hand were twisted and blood was flowing out from the torn wound. At this moment, Zhang Liang felt even more that the strength of the black armored cavalry in front of him was far more terrifying than he had imagined. As a third-grade general himself, in one blow, he was severely injured by his opponent. The opponent must be a second-grade or above strong man. Damn it! How could he be targeted by such a powerful person? Your Excellency, I am Zhang Liang, the younger brother of Zhang Jiao of Taiping Taoism. Our Taiping Taoism should have never offended you. Today, Taiping Taoism has flourished in the land of the Eastern Han Dynasty. Especially in Jizhu, many people are willing to follow Taiping Taoism. The reason why Zhang Liang used the name of Taiping Taoism was to make the other party afraid. Unexpectedly, in the next second, Man 33's long-handled axe fell directly on his shoulder. I don't care if you are the Taiping sect or the Supreme sect, even if the King of Heaven comes, I will kill you. Wait a minute, warrior. I really don't know when I offended, warrior. If you insist on killing me, I hope you can give me a reason. Reason? Man 33 sneered and pointed at the refugees being held hostage by the Yellow Turban Cavalry. These refugees were originally going to join our team of refugees in Sheneng Valley, but you ended up plundering them here. At this point, do you still dare to say that I killed you for no reason? After hearing these words, Zhang Liang's expression changed, and cold sweat broke out from his back. Really? The problem lies with these refugees. Unexpectedly, there are such powerful generals in the territory where these refugees want to defect. For a moment, Zhang Liang was filled with thoughts. He knew very well that if he did not give the black armored cavalry in front of him a satisfactory result, he would surely perish here today. This strong man, Sheneng Valley is a wilderness place where wild beasts are rampant. It is obviously not a place for survival. It is for the sake of these refugees that I plan to bring them to our Taiping Taoist village. Our Taiping Taoist church will not only allocate houses to the refugees, but also distribute food to them. Living in thatched huts, eating millet, and we guarantee that every villager can eat at least 1 meal of meat a month. Such conditions must be countless times better than in a harsh place like Sheneng Valley. Countless times better? Man 33 laughed. When did living in a thatched hut and eating millet become considered a good condition? There are exquisite wooden buildings in the Sheneng Valley, and there are endless monsters and beasts to eat. When these conditions were mentioned, Zhang Liang probably thought it was a dream. Zhang Liang smiled when he saw Man 33, thinking that he was attracted by the pie he drew. So, Zhang Liang continued to draw the pie. With your skills as a strong man, you will definitely serve as the commander-in-chief of our Taiping Taoism, commanding an army of 100,000 people. Zhang Liang's expression became more and more excited. If the strong man in front of him can be persuaded to join Taiping Taoism, then he will definitely become the main force in their uprising. But when Zhang Liang looked into Man 33's eyes, his heart suddenly became cold. The cold light appears. Man 33's long-handled axe directly slashed Zhang Liang's throat. Blood spurted out. One of the Yellow Turban Cavalry suddenly spurted out a large amount of blood from his throat, and then fell to the ground with a plop. Seeing such a strange scene, man 33 looked at Zhang Liang in front of him. Seeing that Zhang Liang was safe and sound, he directly pulled the reins and fled towards the distance. The art of substitution. Man 33 narrowed his eyes slightly and instantly understood the reason why Zhang Liang was safe and sound. Generally, only first-level counselors can master the art of substitution. It seems that behind this guy named Zhang Liang, there is a first-level counselor supporting him. I want to see how many substitutes you have. Man 33 jumped up, descended from the sky like a tiger, and went straight towards Zhang Liang. When Zhang Liang saw this, he couldn't help shouting, "Brother! Save me!" Cut! The next second, Zhang Liang felt like the world was spinning. In his last moments of consciousness, he saw his headless body falling from the horse. Far away from the giant deer's splayed horns, a sudden sadness surged in my heart. Zhang Ju took out the life talisman of his two younger brothers, and saw Zhang Liang's life talisman slowly turning into fly ash in his palm, and finally dissipated in the air. His younger brother, Zhang Liang, is dead. At the same time, the system notification sounded. System announcement: Qianlong Village successfully killed the special character Zhang Liang, hereby rewards, a golden legendary treasure chest. System announcement: Zhang Liang is dead, and his brother Zhang Jiao has started the war copy Yellow Turban Rebellion. Please pay attention to the relevant information. Lu Jin, who was looking at the detailed map of Sheneng Valley on the astrological platform, suddenly heard a series of system announcements in his ears. Lu Jin was stunned for a moment. He clearly didn't do anything. He actually killed Zhang Liang, Zhang Jiao's younger brother? Not only that, but he was also targeted by Zhang Jiao. Just when Lu Jin was a little confused, Man 33 returned to the territory with the refugee team. Reporting to my lord, I have brought all of the 1,035 people in the refugee team back safe and sound. In addition, there was a group of thieves who wanted to kidnap the refugee team on the way. I have killed all the thieves. This is the head of the bandit leader. This person calls himself Zhang Liang. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the god-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 17. Zhang Liang. At this time, Lu Jin finally knew why Zhang Jiao was targeting him. It turned out that his younger brother Zhang Liang was actually killed by Man 33. Well done. Anyone who dares to kidnap my Qianlong village must suffer the consequences. Seeing Lu Jin praising himself, Man 33 smiled on his face. Then, Lu Jin turned his attention to the group of refugees in front of him. More than 1,000 people. With the participation of more than 1,000 people, the development of Qianlong village will definitely accelerate a lot. Everyone, you have been working hard all the way. I have prepared dinner for you. After that, several barbarian warriors came to these refugees carrying a huge monster pig weighing over 1,000 kilograms. Look at the demon pig roasted over charcoal fire until it is crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Those refugees swallowed hard. In this era, if ordinary people can eat meat once a month, they are already living a good life. But where have they ever seen such a huge wild boar? What's more, the surface of the demon pig was cut with several incisions, and the incisions were filled with various spices. The smell of spices aroused their appetite. Gilialo. Lu Jin smiled slightly when he heard his stomach growling one after another. Get in line, everyone can eat meat tonight. Swish, swish, swish. The refugees immediately lined up in a row, looking longingly at the mountain-like mountain boar in front of them. Soon, with the help of the barbarian warriors, all the thousands of refugees were fed pork. It smells so good. I have never tasted such delicious pork in my life. Whoa, is this what pork tastes like? It turns out that eating meat is such a wonderful thing. What the hell is typing Taoism? No matter how fragrant the millet is, Does it smell like pork? I, Wang Erniu, will belong to Qianlong village from now on. With a pork dinner, Lu Jin directly harvested the loyalty of all the refugees. The refugees' wishes are simple. Give them a place to shelter from the wind and rain, give them a good meal, and they will be loyal to you. What's more, the conditions Lu Jin gave them were even more favorable. Lu Jin's eyes swept over one refugee after another, looking for that legendary talent. According to the system's instructions, there should be a legendary talent among this refugee team. But Lu Jin scanned among the young and middle-aged people several times and found no one with extremely strong martial arts. Among them, the one with the highest realm is only a 9th-level warrior. Lu Jin touched his chin. Could he be a counselor? I took a look at the many refugees sitting on the ground, hugging pork and feasting on it. The probability of having counselor-type talents is not high. Are they functional talents? Just as Lu Jin was stroking his chin, thinking about who the legendary talent was, an old woman came to the astrology platform with a young woman. Stop! The demon cavalryman 33 intercepted the long-handled axe directly in front of the two women. Under the astrological platform, Moribuledin narrowed his eyes slightly and exuded a dangerous aura. Something strange flashed in Yao Daji's eyes, and her eyes fell on the girl next to the old woman. Huh? That girl. Before Yao Daji could say anything, Lu Jin had already walked off the astrological platform and came to the old woman and the girl. Lu Jin looked at the old woman with a smile on his face. Old man, what can I do for you? Seeing that Lu Jin didn't say anything, man 33 took back his weapon. When the old woman saw this, she quickly pushed the girl in front of Lu Jin. Sir, this girl is an orphan from our village. Her parents were killed by bandits, and now she is adopted by me. But as an old man, I can no longer protect myself. I beg you to take her in as your maid. Taken as a maid? Lu Jin looked at the girl in front of him. The girl was wearing linen clothes, and her clothes had obviously been altered. This should be the only property left by his parents. Lu Jin looked up and down. Although the girl's hair was stained with dust, it was not yellowish at all. The girl lowered her head and pinched the corners of her clothes anxiously as she stood in front of Lu Jin. Lu Jin glanced at the old woman and couldn't blame the old woman. In these troubled times, if the old woman can bring the girl here safe and sound, it is already the most benevolent and righteous thing to do. In this case, you will be my personal maid from now on and take care of my daily life. Seeing Lu Jin accept the girl, the old woman also burst into tears. As the Lord's maid, at least she won't have to sleep out in the open air and eat her last meal without finishing her next meal. May I have your name? Shi Yiguang. Shi Yiguang? When Lu Jin heard the name, a strange look appeared on his face. If I remember correctly, the famous beauty 11 Shi, her name is Shi Yiguang. Now, Lu Jin finally knew where his legendary talents were. Name Shi Yiguang. Positioning dancer, beauty. Realm not in the flow. Loyalty 99. Locate dancers and beauties. Seeing this positioning, Lu Jin didn't expect that his legendary talent was actually the famous beauty 11 Shi. Lu Jin called Yao Daji and asked her to take 11 Shi to wash up. Lu Jin was not too depressed about this result. After all, the dancer 11 Shi is somewhat useful to me now. After dealing with 11 Shi, Lu Jin no longer looked at the group of refugees. Next, we should deal with the coming Yellow Turban Rebellion. But Lu Jin didn't know that the regional channel had already exploded. Yu Fengxiu, what's going on? Wasn't the Yellow Turban Rebellion supposed to start a few months later? Wang Lang, didn't you listen to the system announcement? Qianlong village killed Zhang Liang, which caused the Yellow Turban Rebellion to start in advance. Huang Xiaofeng, this is only the first day Qianlong village was first upgraded to level 2, and then triggered the Yellow Turban Rebellion. How can other people survive? Wang Lang, I seriously doubt that Lu Jin from Qianlong village is probably the VIP 10 Long Yuan. I would like to see how he survives in the face of Zhang Jiao's revenge. You know, compared with the Eastern Han dynasty in history, the territory of the Shen Han dynasty expanded 10 times. 10 times the territory will bring more than 10 times the population expansion. In other words, once the Jizhu Yellow Turban army takes shape, it will inevitably reach the size of a million-strong army. Wang Lang really couldn't imagine how Lu Jin could resist the invasion of a million-strong Yellow Turban army. Of course, now they lords also have to face a problem. That's how the Yellow Turban rebellion survived. For them now, even a small group of Yellow Turbans fleeing is enough to destroy them. If they are allowed to develop for a month or two, they will be able to compete with the Yellow Turban army, which has a size of 1,000 people. But now, they have not even recruited refugees. Facing the Yellow Turban army, they are undoubtedly a group of lambs waiting to be slaughtered. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the God-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 18. Other lords were worried about how to survive during the Yellow Turban Rebellion. As for Lu Jin, who was at the center of the incident, there was no trace of panic on his face. Millions of Yellow Turbans. For Lu Jin now, it is not a big threat at all. With his own saint-level strength, he also has 2 subordinates who are above first-level cultivation. Even if there are only 3 people, with the help of the special terrain of Sheneng Valley, it is enough to gradually eat away at the millions of Yellow Turban army. What's more, he still has the trump card of the demon cavalry camp in his hand. Lu Jin opened his backpack and took out the golden legendary treasure chest obtained by killing Zhang Liang. However, this time the system's upgrade treasure chest prompt did not pop up. Is this treasure chest already at the highest level? Seeing that there was no prompt to upgrade the treasure chest in the system, Lu Jin didn't get too entangled anymore. Open the treasure chest. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary Super Resource Gift Pack. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary Refugee Summoning Card. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary 10,000 Soldiers Recruitment Order. Legendary Super Resource Gift Pack. Legendary Refugee Summoning Card. And the legendary recruitment order for tens of thousands of soldiers. Lu Jin looked at the 3 props he had obtained. The quality of this legendary treasure box was greatly different from the treasure boxes he had opened before. However, Lu Jin became slightly interested in this order to recruit 10,000 soldiers. Name 10,000 Soldiers Recruitment Order. Quality Golden Legend. Effect: immediately complete the training of 10,000 soldiers after use, and all materials required for training of this unit will be exempted. Complete the training of 10,000 soldiers immediately and exempt materials. After seeing this effect, Lu Jin was extremely happy. I really feel sleepy and give me a pillow. I was about to consider whether to train many refugees as demon cavalry. As a result, this order to recruit tens of thousands of troops came just in time. This is equivalent to directly obtaining 10,000 demon cavalry. Ding, please select the type of troops you want to recruit. Demon cavalry. Ding, successful use. The recruitment order for tens of thousands of soldiers in Lu Jin's hand gradually turned into a speck of light and disappeared. Then, a demon cavalry walked out of the barracks. Then, the second, the third, the fourth. One after another, the demon cavalry walked out of the barracks. This scene surprised many barbarian warriors in the territory. Soon, all 10,000 demon cavalry were assembled. 10,000 demon cavalry, all with first-level strength. Malabuladin looked at the 10,000 demon cavalry in front of him and fell silent. When he was summoned in the morning, there were only 2 strong men in this territory who were above the first level, namely him and Yao Daji. As a result, at noon, Lu Jin broke through and entered the realm of a saint. In the afternoon, Man 33 transformed into a demon cavalry and entered the first level realm. As a result, now at night, 10,000 demon cavalry appeared in front of him. Malebuletin boasts that he has broad knowledge, but he has never seen a territorial organization with such terrifying internal strength. At this time, Lu Jin called Yao Daji and Malebuletin to him. "I've met my lord. I've met my lord." At this moment, whether it was Yao Daji or Malebuletin, they all put away their sharp edges. The two of them knelt down on one knee and lowered their proud heads willingly. Facing Lu Jin, who had the Saint Realm and 10,000 demon cavalry, they did not dare to act recklessly even if they were masters of the first-level realm. From now on, Yao Daji will lead 10,000 demon cavalry to form the 10,000 demon army. Subordinates take orders. Malebuletin. As Yao Daji's deputy general, you will be responsible for assisting Yao Daji in commanding the 10,000 demons army. Subordinates take orders. By this time, Malebuletin understood deeply. Being a lieutenant is not a bad thing. If it were 10,000 ordinary soldiers, he might be dissatisfied. But facing 10,000 demon cavalry with first-level strength, it is completely different to surrender them and make them recognize their position as the leader. Although Marvu is warlike, he is not a fool. It would be safer to leave this kind of command and control to Yao Daji. Lu Jin waved his hand and asked the two of them to communicate with his demon cavalry. After Lu Jin solved the problem of the demon cavalry, he went straight to the center of the territory. That small wooden house seemed a bit inconspicuous in the current Jianlong village. Today's potential villages have already built several sophisticated watchtowers. These sophisticated watchtowers made of wood and stone look like exquisite wooden high-rises one after another. However, if someone invades Jianlong village, these wooden high-rise buildings can be turned into bow and arrow towers for sniping enemies in minutes. Lu Jin walked into the cabin, and the system panel appeared in front of him. Name Qianlong Village. Level 3rd Level Village. Health 3000/3000. Has resources 100,000 units of food, 100,000 units of wood, 100,000 units of stone. Required for next upgrade 5,000 units of wood, 5,000 units of stone, 2,000 units of iron ore, 1,000 units of jade. Upgrading Qianlong village from a 3rd level village to a 4th level village requires wood, stone, iron ore, and jade, a total of 4 materials. Lu Jin can now obtain the other 3 materials in Zheneng Valley. But the last material is jade. Even if Lu Jin purchased this material at a high price on the trading platform, no lord had such a resource as jade. Originally, Lu Jin planned to upgrade the village as soon as possible. After all, he had upgraded 2 levels in a row and still had no territory to keep up with him, so he didn't have to worry. Until, Lu Jin issued a legendary Super Resource Gift Package. Name Super Resource Gift Package. Quality Golden Legend. Effect after use, you can choose any 5 resources and obtain 10,000 units of each of these 5 resources. Resources of your choice. Lu Jin used it decisively. Ding, please select the resources you want to obtain. Stone, wood, iron ore, refined iron, jade, fertile soil, steel. After checking it out, Lu Jin decisively selected 5 resources. Ding, congratulations on getting 10,000 units of jade. Ding, congratulations on getting 10,000 units of refined iron. Ding, congratulations on getting 10,000 units of fertile soil. With jade resources in hand, Lu Jin did not hesitate at all and upgraded decisively. Ding, congratulations to Qianlong village for becoming the first territory to be upgraded to a 4th level village. Here is a reward, the only special building Lingquan and a golden legendary lord treasure chest. The system announces 3 times in a row. After hearing this system announcement, all the lords became numb. WTF? Qianlong village has been upgraded again? Level up 3 times in one day? Even cheating doesn't have such a fast upgrade speed. After Lu Jin upgraded, he opened the village's attribute panel again. Name Qinlong Village. Level 4 Village. Health 5000/5000. Has resources 100,000 units of food, 100,000 units of wood, 100,000 units of stone. Required for next upgrade 100,000 units of wood, 100,000 units of stone, 10,000 units of refined iron, and a town token. Qianlong village was officially upgraded to a 4th level village. At this time, Lu Jin suddenly discovered that the materials needed for the next upgrade of Qianlong village had soared from 5,000 units to 100,000 units. Not only that, among the upgrade conditions, the option of town order is also added. Seeing that upgrading materials required a town order, Lu Jin not only did not show any distress, but there was a hint of excitement in his eyes. It's finally time to upgrade the territory to town level. According to the memory of the previous life, the novice period is truly over when the territory is upgraded from a village to a town. After the territory is upgraded to the town level, not only can it obtain additional territory talent bonuses, but it can even attract more refugees to join the territory. It's simply a business that makes sure you make money. However, town tokens can only be obtained from treasure chests. Although Lu Jin has opened a lot of treasure chests so far, he has never opened anything like a town order. But Lu Jin was not in a hurry. After all, in addition to town orders, upgrade materials also required refined iron. Refined iron requires a blacksmith shop, and then 10 units of iron ore can be used to refine 1 unit of refined iron. Therefore, it will take a while just to accumulate refined iron resources. Lu Jin is now a long way ahead of the other lords, so he has no worries about time. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the god-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 19. Wang Lang, upgraded again. How on earth did this guy do it? Yu Fengxiu, what's the use of upgrading now? Even if he is upgraded, can he withstand Zhang Jiao's $1 million yellow turban? Lin Tianhao, yes, it is only a matter of time before Qianlong village is destroyed. It is a pity that we have been affected. It is not easy to survive the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Huang Xiaoling, have you decided which camp to join? It shows here that we can only join the Shenhan camp, the Yellow Turban camp, or the Qianlong village. Wang Lang, whether we join the Divine Han or the Yellow Turbans, with our current strength, it is estimated that no one will even look at us. As for Qianlong village, whoever goes there will die. Many lords began to discuss which camp they could join to survive. After all, the strength of the imperial court and the strength of the Yellow Turbans are different in each state. If it is in Jizhu, Yanzhou and other areas, the Yellow Turban army is obviously stronger than the Shenhan dynasty. And if you join the Shenhan dynasty in Yuzhou, Suzhou, Yangzhou and other areas, you might be able to embrace Cao and others. Therefore, when faced with the issue of joining a camp, many lords began to make corresponding choices based on the power situation in their respective locations. As for the Qianlong village of the third-party camp, no matter which lord, they subconsciously ignored it. Are you kidding? Everyone is a lord and they all know their own strength. Facing the threat of a million-strong army, Qianlong village was definitely destroyed. Whoever passes by now is the wronged person. Lu Jin woke up from his sleep and stretched out. Glancing at 11 Shi beside him, Lu Jin did not wake her up, but put on his clothes and walked outside. After walking out of the room, Lu Jin stood on the second floor and looked at Qianlong village in front of him. Although the current Qianlong village has just started, with the assistance of the 10,000 Demon Cavalry Battalion, there is already a shadow of a small village. At this moment, Yao Daji came to the wooden building where Lu Jin was. Seeing Yao Daji approaching the building where Lu Jin was, the demon cavalry on both sides directly stopped Yao Daji. Yao Daji was about to have an attack, but she glanced at the demon cavalry and suppressed her inner thoughts. This is Qianlong village, not the outside world. In the outside world, she is a first-level master who is admired by thousands of people and is invincible in the world. But here, those who surpass the first-level realm are just existences that are one level higher than those first-level demon cavalry. Is there anything you want to report? Lu Jin's lazy voice came from above his head. Yao Daji looked up and saw Lu Jin leaning on the railing on the second floor, looking at her calmly. Seeing this, Yao Daji quickly knelt on one knee and knelt on the ground. Replying to my lord, according to your request, we have opened up 10,000 acres of fertile land around Lingquan last night. According to your instructions, all ordinary soil was replaced with fertile soil, and spiritual springs were used for irrigation. Now tens of thousands of acres of fertile land have been prepared and can be sown at any time. Very good. As the saying goes, people are like iron, rice or steel. Although Lu Jin now stores a large amount of meat in the immortal warehouse as their food reserve. But in the real world, eating meat all the time is not a good idea. In the long run, it will inevitably lead to overnutrition among residents. Therefore, Lu Jin plans to open up tens of thousands of acres of fertile land and plant some food crops. However, several first-level masters from the demon cavalry camp completed the opening of tens of thousands of acres of wasteland in just one night. Afterwards, several masters replaced the soil with fertile soil and extracted spiritual spring water to irrigate the fields. In the end, the ordinary 10,000 acres of grain fields were transformed into 10,000 acres of fertile farmland. Lu Jin went downstairs and, led by Yao Daji, came to the spiritual spring. Name Lincoln. Level First Class Special Building. Effect 1. Brightling Spring. After drinking it, it can treat some minor diseases and be used to irrigate crops, which can increase the growth rate of crops. Effect 2. Unlocked after upgrading. Required for the next upgrade, 1000 units of wheat, 1000 units of glutinous rice, 1000 units of vegetables, 1000 units of meat. This upgrade condition is a bit different. Lu Jin closed Lincoln's attribute panel and looked forward. The land before his eyes exuded a strong breath of life. Grabbing a handful of soil, you can see that the color of the soil is black. Lu Jin smiled. With thousands of acres of fertile land like this, it shouldn't be difficult to achieve food freedom. At this moment, several farmers are sowing seeds in the fertile fields. These seeds are all high-quality seeds brought by the refugees themselves from their hometown. But 10,000 acres of fertile land are, after all, 10,000 acres of fertile land. When the sun rises 3 poles above, all the seeds are buried in the soil. The seeds have been used up, but most of the fertile land has not been used. Lu Jin said there was no need to worry, because due to the death of the 1,000-year-old dragon, there should be many spiritual plants born in Sheneng Valley now. Next, just send a group of demon cavalry to Sheneng Valley to collect spiritual plants. It is only a matter of time before all the 10,000 acres of fertile land are planted with crops. After inspecting the land, Lu Jin returned to his room. At this time, 11 she had already gotten up, and her face turned slightly red when she saw Lu Jin coming back. I'm sorry, sir, I overslept. It doesn't matter. Lu Jin didn't care about this. Afterwards, Lu Jin asked 11 she to prepare breakfast, while he needed to open the treasure chest he obtained last night. Ding. Do you want to spend 500,000 gold coins to upgrade the Golden Legendary Lord Treasure Chest to the Golden Legendary Emperor Treasure Chest? Oh. 500,000 gold coins. So many gold coins are needed to upgrade the treasure chest? It seems that this Golden Legendary Emperor Treasure Chest must be a good thing. Upgrade. Ding. Congratulations on successfully obtaining the Golden Legendary Emperor Treasure Chest. Open the treasure chest. Ding. Congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary Mount Mo Kylin. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary equipment 9 Dragon Helmet. Ding, congratulations on successfully obtaining the legendary equipment Xianming Fan. 1 legendary mount and 2 pieces of legendary equipment. Lu Jin put on the 9 Dragon Helmet and summoned the Xianyuan Ancient Sword. At this moment, Lu Jin felt that the dragon energy in his body was ready to move due to the appearance of the 9 Dragon Helmet and the Xianyuan Ancient Sword. It's no wonder, after all, the 9 Dragon Helmet and Xianyuan Ancient Sword are the weapons of the Emperor. Being able to communicate with dragon energy proves their identity. Lu Jin waved his hand and put the 2 pieces of equipment into his own space. As for the last legendary weapon Xianming Fan, Lu Jin already has a suitable candidate. After walking out of the room, Lu Jin called Yao Daji. Yao Daji was a little confused. She had clearly left Lu Jin not long ago, so why did he summon her again? Could it be that there is some urgent task that needs to be entrusted to me? Lord, spend tens of billions of Krypton gold and sign into the god-level arms. Author, Bathing in the Breeze. Chapter 20. I have met my lord. When Yao Daji came downstairs, she saw Lu Jin stroking a black unicorn. As for the black unicorn, after seeing Yao Daji, its eyes fell directly on Yao Daji. Yao Daji trembled all over. Mo Kylin. Hasn't this species disappeared for a long time? Moreover, as the king of the Kylin clan, Mo Kylin has a particularly bad temper. Ordinary people may be attacked by it just by getting close to it. But now, in front of Lu Jin, it was like a docile kitten, constantly rubbing against Lu Jin. Lu Jin stroked Mo Kylin's head, and then his eyes fell on Yao Daji. You came at the right time. As I said, I will keep your contribution in mind. Just in time, I have a treasure here, and I will give it to you. Treasure. When Yao Daji raised her head, her eyes were directly locked on the Xianming Fan in Lu Jin's hand. This aura is a genuine legendary treasure. The Lord actually wants to reward himself with this legendary treasure? Yao Daji was a little distracted. She had never accepted such a valuable gift. After taking the Xianming Fan, Yao Daji still felt a little unreal. Giving such a precious treasure to yourself? Lu Jin seemed to have just given an extremely ordinary gift. Don't let down your guard next time. After the Yellow Turban Army pacifies Jizhu, they will definitely turn their focus on our Qianlong village. Please rest assured, my lord, I guarantee with my life that I will never let the Yellow Turban Army enter Sheneng Valley. Holding the Xianming Fan, Yao Daji's tone was extremely sure, and her eyes were even more determined. Seeing this, Lu Jin said nothing more. After Lu Jin left, Yao Daji stroked the Xianming Fan she just got from Lu Jin and couldn't put it down. At this moment, Mo Lubuletin, who had returned from patrol, saw the Xianming Fan in Yao Daji's hand. Good baby. As he spoke, Lubuletin wanted to reach out and take it, but Yao Daji's light steps directly avoided the palm stretched out by Lubuletin. Mo Lubuletin caught the opportunity and turned around to see Yao Daji holding the Xianming Fan in her hand like a show-off. Humph, how did you get this treasure? Could it be that the Lord rewarded you? Yao Daji showed a charming smile, and looked at Xianming Fan with a trace of love in her eyes. Of course it was given to me by my Lord. Humph. When I win the battle this time, the Lord will definitely reward me with better treasures. Lubuletin felt a little regretful if he had been responsible for cultivating thousands of acres of fertile land last night. Maybe, this Xianming Fan is his. Hateful. I will definitely make great achievements on the battlefield next time. In this way, the time came to the next day. Early the next morning, the second batch of refugees also arrived at Sheneng Valley. The demon cavalry responsible for patrolling took these refugees directly from the entrance of Sheneng Valley into Qianlong village. Lu Jin heard that the second group of refugees arrived in Qianlong village, and also started from Wenwen village. 11. She dressed Lu Jin carefully. After washing up, Lu Jin walked out of the room and walked towards the entrance of Qianlong village. The refugees who had just arrived in Qianlong village couldn't help but feel their hearts beating when they looked at the 5-meter-high wooden precision watchtowers and the demon cavalry patrolling around them. What's the situation? In this wilderness, there is actually a village with such terrifying armed forces. A man hiding in the crowd couldn't help but beat his heart when he saw the demon cavalry patrolling around. Is this still like a village? But then, those refugees saw thousands of acres of fertile land. The moment they saw these 10,000 acres of fertile land, they seemed to have found their backbone. At this time, Lu Jin came in front of many refugees. But this time, Lu Jin could spot the unique talent among the crowd at a glance. A middle-aged man stood in the crowd, and all the refugees around him looked thin and sallow. But not only were his clothes unpatched, his complexion was not much better than that of ordinary refugees. Lu Jin did not scare the people away. He first gave a speech to appease the anxious hearts of these refugees. Later, Lu Jin arranged houses for these refugees and allocated fertile land. At the last step, several barbarian warriors brought some meat to give these hungry refugees a full meal. Now Qianlong village is in desperate need of development. If you are talented, you can come to me at any time. I will not treat you badly. After saying this, Lu Jin turned around and prepared to leave. At this moment, the more conspicuous middle-aged man in the crowd was pushed out. The middle-aged man looked at Lu Jin in front of him. Although he was so young, he managed a territory in an orderly manner. In Zilyaban, he is a craftsman. Craftsman Lubin. Name Lubin. Positioning craftsman, architect. Realm 6th level. Loyalty 80. Unexpectedly, this time the refugee team actually brought him such a talent. Lu Jin naturally knew Lu Ban's ability, so he stood in front of Lu Ban. Since you are a craftsman, do you have any unique opinions on the planning of Qianlong village? Lu Ban was slightly startled when he heard this question. Questions about the construction planning of Qianlong village? This lord actually raised a big issue related to the future development of Qianlong village. And being able to raise this question is enough to show that Lu Jin attaches great importance to him. Thinking of this, Lu Ban did not intend to hide his clumsiness, and directly expressed all his plans for Qianlong village. From the moment he entered Qianlong village, Lu Ban had been observing the surrounding situation, so he naturally understood this problem easily. After listening, Lu Jin touched his chin and then looked at Lu Ban. In this case, you will be responsible for the construction planning of Qianlong village from now on. Lu Ban was stunned for a moment, and then he expressed his point of view. Lu Jin actually handed over the issue of village construction planning to him. This is too fast. But Lu Ban immediately understood that this was Lu Jin's opportunity to show himself. I will never betray my lord's trust. In this way, with Lu Ban's participation, the entire Qianlong village began large-scale construction work. Lu Ban spent the whole night drawing a drawing, which not only planned the current distribution of buildings in Qianlong village. Even Lu Jin's plans to upgrade the territory center and expand the territory area were included in his plans. Lu Jin immediately ordered that various areas of Qianlong village be replanned according to the drawings designed by Lu Ban. As for the outside world, the Yellow Turban Army quickly set off a wave of uprisings throughout the Shenhan dynasty with the power of a spark that started a prairie fire. Jizhu is where the main force of the Yellow Turban Army is located. Zhang Jiao led millions of yellow turbans in Jizhu to the city wall of Jieyi County.